Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Gordon Frayne. We are back with another video. Today we're talking about Chainlink, and we're going to be giving an updated price prediction by the end of today's video. So make sure you stick around until the end. As always, if you enjoy the content, please make sure to smash the thumbs up button below. Hit that subscribe button as well. And if you want to get notified about similar content, make sure to hit that bell notification icon. And don't forget to grab your completely free copy of The Rise of Bitcoin. Link below this video, down in the description. Go ahead and grab it. And let's talk about Chainlink. So Chainlink has been, much like the rest of the market, pulling back over the past few weeks. We can see prices for Chainlink got all the way up to about $31 here, just under the $31 mark, when we had that run up in the immediate aftermath of the US election results. Okay, that run up saw Chainlink have a very nice gain. Literally the day of the elections up to the peak of that move was a 200% gain for Chainlink in a little over a 1 month period, essentially a 5-week period, with Chainlink putting in a 200% move. Okay, we know now, looking back, the market was very overbought by the time we got to the middle of December, and Bitcoin, much like many other tokens, began to pull back, and Bitcoin dragged Chainlink and many of the other altcoins down with it. We saw Chainlink retracing all the way back down to this level, about $19-20 here by the middle of January. We had a little bit of a resurgence, and then we've come all the way back down here, essentially giving back the majority of those gains that had been put in since that November election result. We're down about 53-54% right now since those highs of just under $31 from the middle of December. Okay, what's going on? Well, we know Bitcoin has been having a little bit of trouble making higher prices since the middle of January. We have had a little bit of uncertainty around the tariff situation in the United States with the new administration. Again, that's been playing out over the past couple of weeks, not just in crypto. Even if I open up the S&P very quickly, we've seen the S&P pulling back for the past couple of weeks. And again, that has permeated down into Bitcoin and crypto markets as a result. So when we're thinking about tokens just like Link, these tokens are not able to escape that type of price action that we've seen happening in terms of the broader market and even equities as well. So we lost the 200-day simple moving average by the 24th of February. We retested, did not manage to break above it, and you can see that we wicked as low as about $11.92. We're back up above $14 at the time of recording this video in the middle to end of March. But what do we have in store for Chainlink over the coming months and for the rest of the cycle? That's what we're focusing on in today's video. If you're not familiar though, guys, Chainlink is essentially an Oracle service provider and wanting to be the gold star or the gold standard for on-chain finance. Again, you can come over to chain.link and check out all of the stuff on their website. Essentially, they are not just honing in on crypto, but essentially wanting to be an Oracle provider and service provider for capital markets, money markets, etc. And you can see that they've enabled, I think this is something in the region of $19 to $20 billion in total transaction value. So again, come over to chain.link to check all of that out yourself. Lots of fundamentally sound principles when it comes to Chainlink. And there's a reason why it is essentially a top 10 crypto. You can see if we exclude Tether and USDC as stablecoins, Chainlink technically is the 10th largest token by overall crypto market cap. It's been a mainstay in this space for the past number of years, and it is one of the assets and tokens we do have much more price history on. So if we zoom out on the chart here, even if we go to a weekly chart, we can see we've got plenty of price history going all the way back to beyond 2020, all the way back to essentially 2019. The run-up that it had during the 2021 cycle was pretty phenomenal. We saw Chainlink getting all the way up to about $52 by the peak of that cycle. Now, interestingly, we have had a lot of token dilution over the course of the past number of years, and that means we've got much more tokens in circulation today compared to the amount of tokens we had in circulation at the peak of Chainlink's price. Let's check that out very quickly. We can see that Chainlink's price peaked on the 10th of May 2021. Okay, so if we bring up CoinMarketCap historical information, we can see and project back all the way to May of 2021, and we can find it down here, May, let's call it 10th, 2021. We've got data for May 9th, and we check Chainlink. We can see the amount of circulating tokens in supply was about 420 million Link tokens. If we jump back over to CoinMarketCap today, you can see that number has grown substantially. If we click, oh, that's a Cardano, apologies. If we click into Chainlink, we can see that number has grown from 420 million at the peak of the last cycle to almost 660 million Chainlink tokens in circulation today. So that's a pretty substantial increase, and we want to keep that in mind and factor that in when we're thinking about what Chainlink can do from a price action perspective, and also thinking about what that will do in terms of the market cap and where it can actually get to during the course of this cycle. So it makes it much more difficult for Chainlink to get back up to the all-time highs that it was at. I do think it's very possible, but it'll just take more work because of the fact that there's much more tokens in circulation. Okay, we can also say we had a nice run up here at the end of 2023 into 2024, essentially a big cool down period before that next move up. We are technically still putting in these higher lows. If we look at these lows, we've got higher lows here compared to that. We've got higher lows where we're at today, but we would need to see us making moves back in this direction to make that a little bit more substantial. So as I said, we want to break down an updated price prediction for Chainlink. We have covered it on the channel before, guys. And again, if you're familiar, you know how we have to understand the different variables at play when it comes to what's actually happening with the three different metrics in our price prediction equation. So total crypto market cap is one of the most important metrics, and we don't know exactly where that's going to get to. So we have to plug in these variables. In a base case, I think that total crypto market cap could get up to around $5 trillion by the time it peaks. The second variable we have to think about is the dominance percentage of the asset. So let's jump back over to TradingView very quickly, and let's bring up the Link dominance chart. Because again, if we zoom back into the daily and think about what's been happening here over the past couple of months, it's not looking as good, especially just because of the fact that Chainlink's price action has been on a downwards movement. So too has its dominance level been coming to the downside as well. Zooming out, looking at what was happening last year, we did manage to get some pretty good dominance levels for Chainlink, getting up as high as 0.71% by Q1 end of February 2024. And zooming out even further, we can see that Chainlink has previously gotten up as high as 1.87% dominance at the peak of the last cycle when it got up to those levels and price points that we were looking at on the price chart. So definitely exciting potential for Chainlink, but we also have to be realistic. Can it really continue to make bigger moves here during the course of this cycle? For sure, it's possible, but we need to start putting in some higher highs, because you can see that we've been coming here with these lower highs all the way down since these peaks, lower highs all the way down, and we haven't managed to really break that trend. So let's see what happens in terms of dominance, but it is another variable we have to think about in our price prediction equation. In a bear case, I think Link can get back up to a 0.6% dominant level. You can see we're currently sitting at about 0.34%. Where we're at today, we're back below the 200-day. We'd need to see this moving to the upside, and I think 0.6% is realistic in a bear case scenario. Finally, the third variable is how many Link tokens are in circulation. As we saw, there's about 657 million currently in circulation. I think that will continue to grow over the course of this year, and we should have roughly 680 million Link tokens in circulation by Q4 of 2025. So once we have all those variables, now we need to break down our actual calculation. So in the case where the total crypto market cap gets to $5 trillion US, and if Link can get up to a 0.6% dominance level, that's going to give us a $30 billion market cap for Link. And then we simply divide it by 680 million Link tokens to give us a $44 price target for Chainlink in a bear case scenario by the peak of the bull cycle. Next up, we're going to plug in slightly different variables for the base case scenario. In a base case, we're saying total crypto market cap could peak up closer to $7 trillion US. If Link can get all the way up to a 0.8% dominance level, that's going to give us a $60 billion overall market cap. Once again, dividing it by 680 million Link tokens is going to bring us out around an $82 price target for Link, which would be a new all-time high and a fantastic price for Link to get to. Last but definitely not least, we've got our bull case scenario. Total crypto market cap getting up to $9 trillion US. If Link can get all the way up to a 1% dominance level, that's going to give us a $90 billion market cap for Link by the peak of the cycle. Dividing it by 680 million Link tokens brings us out at a $132 price target per Link token, a little bit less than a 10x, but about a 9x from today's prices of just over $14. I think that's very exciting, especially for a top 10 cryptocurrency asset. That is it for my price prediction, guys. I want to know, though, are you holding Chainlink as part of your portfolio? Drop me a comment below to let me know if you are. And I want to know what your price target is. If you think Chainlink is going to break the $100 mark, I want you to drop a comment below this video. Let me know what price you think Chainlink is going to by the peak of the cycle, and we'll see who gets the closest. As always, guys, today's video is sponsored by Femex, the most efficient crypto trading and investment platform. Again, come on over to Femex yourself. Check it out. It's not financial advice. I'm going to leave a link to Femex in the description below this video. You can come on over and check it out for yourself. Again, always make sure to do your research when it comes to technical analysis and fundamental analysis for any asset you are considering investing in. Again, if you got any value at all out of today's video, please drop me a thumbs up below. It's super helpful for the algorithm. Make sure to subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, and again, don't forget to grab your completely free copy, The Rise of Bitcoin, and we'll catch you in the next one.